Om Shanti everyone.
Om Shanti.
So I just wanted to share my experience with everyone.
Go slow.
I have so much to say, you know. I want
No
to
problem.
I just told him that you have just 10 minutes to share, so.
Canadian are speaking always in a very slow motion, isn't it? What I understand.
We have enough time to listen to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to share my experience because I have so many amazing experiences which I've had ever since I was 12 years old. I'm now 17 years old. Actually 11 years old when I came into Gyan. So I have so much amazing experiences which I think when you all hear, you will all think that, you know, this is some real miracles that I'm having at such a young age. So to start how I got into Gyan, right? I was 11 years old at the time. I came down for breakfast and my mom put on a BK Shivani video and I did not even know who BK Shivani was. It was Being Bliss episode 1. Have you guys seen Being Bliss? It is the series. Yes. So I was so confused, right? What is this? Why is she wearing all white clothes? At first I thought, okay, is she like some kind of, you know, is she like, I thought it was something to do with Hinduism, right? Because my mom said it's a
maybe like my mom.
Yeah.
Forcing something and every day.
So I was so confused, you know, what is this? Why is she wearing all white clothes? So I'm okay, I'll watch it, right? She wasn't really talking about, you know, Brahma Kumaris. She was more talking about, you know, as a person, you know, anyone can listen to that type of video, right? You don't have to be Brahma Kumaris. And eventually I noticed that my mom got calmer. So I was like, okay. So first she shows me a video, these videos about, you know, this person all white clothes. Then my mom is becoming more peaceful. So what is happening? So I asked my mom, what have you been doing recently? What happened? What is the change that is, you know, like come, which made you so more calmer? And she slowly over months started to explain to me what Brahma Kumaris is, who Shiv Baba is, and slowly I started meditating, and over a couple of months I had digested all that information because my whole life I was Sri Krishna, Ram, you know, all this stuff I learned, and then overall this time, you know, learning that, you know, like completely changing my whole, like, you know, belief system is obviously going to take a couple of months, right? And then my mom slowly started to introduce that stuff to me. And eventually I learned to meditate, and then I did the course with Manoj Uncle. Remember that? It was a long time ago. And I saw instant results. So when I was 11 years old, I had nothing going for me, right? I had no sort of skill. I was not good at sports. I was not good in studies. All I did was just sit around, watch TV, and, you know, had nothing, you know, that I could excel in. And I always wanted to excel in something. So the moment I got into Gyan, I started meditating. Shiv Baba, with a lot of love, please help me, you know, excel. And Shiv Baba is our father, right? So in that sense, you know, since Shiv Baba is our father, I talked to Shiv Baba like he's my dad. I said, Baba, tamara papa cho, mane please madad karo, mara papa pyar thi bolyo, right? And I said with a lot of love. And from then on, I got 100% in my very next exam. No preparation. I went in and I said, well, I had preparation obviously, but, you know, I did the same preparation I did every time, you know. Obviously I did not know how to study at the time. I was not very good at that subject. And on my very first exam, I got 100% and I had so much confidence in me. And after that, grade 7, my life changed. I decided that I have God now with me, I have Shiv Baba with me, I have my Papa with me. So I will, like, since I have God with me now, I can do anything, right? We should all be thinking like that, right? So in my very first next exam, I did full preparation, right? But it was very late at night, so there was a couple of topics I was missing on, right? Couple of topics. So I said, Shiv Baba, please just help me find 3 topics which I can study, and please make sure that nothing else is on it. And I studied only those 3 topics, and the exam was on that whole 3 topics. That was crazy. I was like, I was in shock. And in the very next exam after that, I did full preparation. I did not skip anything this time. But there was one question I did not know how to answer. So I said, Shiv Baba, I only have 5 minutes left. I don't know how to answer this question. I asked the teacher. She said, go sit back down. I cannot help you. And you won't believe what happened. I was in shock. Some kid went up to her and asked her, are you sure this is the right answer for this question? He said, are you sure that option B is the right answer for this question? I circled option B. I got the answer from some other guy asking the question. So that was my grade 7 year, right? Shiv Baba was always helping me. Same thing happened in grade 8. I mean, I wanted all the awards. And keep in mind, I went from a student who was only getting 70s to a 90 student immediately, in like a split second type of thing. And in grade 8, I wanted all the awards for all my academic success, right? I wanted to be academically successful. Have you guys seen Mohit Gupta?
Yeah.
Dr. Mohit Gupta.
I just recently watched his video, right? And you know, I had his level of competitiveness for you know, excelling in academicness. So I wanted to excel in that section, right? And in grade 8, I was the only student to win the math award, academic award, and science award. 3 awards. No one else won 3 awards. In our school there was only 8 awards, and I won 3 of them. I would have won even more awards, but they said you already has too much. And on top of that, I wanted this award for joining 30 clubs, right? It was called the Win It Award, and I only 27. So I said, Shivaba, do whatever you want, get me the award. And because of Corona, the requirement went from 30 to 25, and I had 27. So I got that award as well.
Good.
So in that year, I won 6 awards in total. This is Learning, Honor Roll, Win It Award, and all 3 of my academic awards. And in a sense, my dream came true. Grade 9, I did same type of success, but in grade 10, there was something weird that happened, right? In grade 10, I had a very difficult math teacher. He said that I will not give you good grades for some reason. He was just very mean to me, very biased to me. So I prayed to God, why is he doing this to me? Why is Shiva, tell me, Papa, why is he not, you know, helping me? All the teachers have been so nice to me, right? So I was like, okay, in my grade, I wanted to get 100% every year, you know, just like that type of goal, you know, to push myself further and further. And that year I only got a 98, well, not only, but like I did not meet my goal, right? It's a bit excessive, but you know, you have to do whatever you want. So I only got a 98 that year, and I had a 97 at that point, and in the end I got a 98. So I was to Baba, why did you give me such a hard teacher? You know, I wanted to be very successful. So why did this happen? So on the last day, Shiva Baba did told me in a way that whatever happens for the best. So I asked the teacher on the last day, and he told me he pushed me harder than anyone else in the class. He gave me the hardest grading and everything because he wanted to prepare me for grade 11. So all of this, because grade 10 does not matter for, you know, university, right? So all this hard, like this pushing hard, all this stuff was to prepare me for grade 11. So at first I was like, but I still wanted good marks. But because of that teacher, I got used to working so much harder than I have to. And because of that, I was so ready for grade 11, the grade that matters for marks, and I ended up getting 100% in grade 11 function, which is one of the hardest subjects.
Amazing.
So that is just crazy if you think about it. That I went from a student who was succeeding with minimalness, I was only getting 70s, to slowly improving my grades. As time went on, I started getting better and better grades. I started achieving all my goals. Things that seemed out of my reach came to me so easily because I had God, I believed, and I also worked hard. You cannot have success without working hard, most importantly.
Yeah.
So God will not help us if we don't work hard. But if we pair up working hard, asking with our heart to Shiva Baba, okay, please help me, you know, I worked hard, so please stay with me, keeping Bab Dada with us, anything is truly possible. And even though something may seem like it's negative, when I got 98, I was very upset, why this happened, all that stuff. In the end, it worked out for me, because in the end, I learned that whatever happens for the best of us. So if we don't succeed in any time, it's always for a good reason. That's what we have to understand, because Baba will never give us something without any reason. Even if it's the smallest thing, it will always be better than that thing that we failed on. So even though I got that 98, I learned so much new things. I learned to push myself harder than ever, and that year prepared me for grade 11 and gave me extra motivation to succeed. One more thing I want to share, that usually when people apply to jobs, they apply to 10, 15 jobs, right? They want to make sure that they at least get one job. I only applied to one job, and I told Shiva Baba, I need a job for the summer. I just need one job. And on that very only job that I applied to, that one single job, I got it. First try.
Which one?
Youth in policing.
Durham Police.
1,000 applicants and only 85 people selected.
You
And
were one of them.
I was one of them. Yes.
That's great.
So that is just another experience. So what happened recently is that there was an award ceremony for something and I did not win anything. And at first I was very upset, but then I remembered that whatever happened for the best of us. And now I'm more motivated than ever to do amazing grade 12 because I did not get any award in that award ceremony. So I'm more motivated than ever, and I feel like me not getting an award there was also for the best of me. So
I'm sorry, Om Shanti, can we give the book?
So I just wanted to say that whatever happens for the best of us. Keep Baba with you and anything is possible. I went from a 70 student to a 99 student in just a snap. So that's all I wanted to say, that just everything happens for the best of us. Keep Baba with you and you will always succeed, and keep working hard.
Thank you.